Indeed, a little bit late, but Doggo needed a walk before the heat started up. There's actually excessive heat warnings for the rest of this week here, so even with it being pretty early, I had to make sure that he was had the capacity to cool down a little bit after we got back. So he's munching on some ice cubes right now, which is his favorite treat. So works out nicely for the early summertime. Though I guess technically not summer yet. But it will be 110 here in the next couple days. Hey, Yanni. I do not like summer. Yeah. Summers can get quite hot here. Hey, Max Payne. Hey, Oreo. Summertime also means it is fire season. So, looking forward to that. Facepalm, thank you for the 14 months. Keep being yourself. I'll do what I can. Don't know who else to be, so although it's likely going to remain true. How are you doing today, though? Hey, Elder. For the rest of the world, it means 43 degrees. Yeah, we're not quite over the boiling point. Morning, Ben. Alright, let me take one last look at this. I don't think I'm missing anything. California is a desert that was turned into not a desert, right? That's what I've been told, but also there are in fact parts of it that are quite literally deserts that people forget that California is a very large state, and there are like different regions that have different climates and different like aspects to it, and there are quite like Death Valley is in California, so I mean there are parts of it that are quite literal deserts. Sure is a hot one today, huh? Is that a Sunny reference? Am I supposed to strip down and fight you now? Swag. Thank you for that raid. Hope you had a good stream. What were you up to? Kind of early for you, no? New stream time, or just having some fun? Hey, Countdown. Hey, Peener. Hopefully new stream time. Nice, I hope it works out for you. It's the like earlier stream time helps me feel more aware while I'm streaming, and then like still have like time to unwind after the fact. But hope it works out. Hey, Samus. Hey, Rapid. Coffee is a major factor? Yeah, and it's just like I don't know, there's old I don't know. The weird, especially in American culture, the weird mindset we have over like productivity and grind culture, but there's like there's good advice where you like structure your day in a way that you do the important things first, just because then you have less excuse not to get them done. So like doing a stream early as well as editing videos early is how I ensure that they're actually finished up. Nights are getting kind of crowded and not a time a lot of my audience can make it. Yeah. It's always, hey guys, I still feel bad about losing some of the evening streams because there are people that can only make a certain time of day, but I don't know, like the portion where it was like brutal on my sleep schedule is kind of what convinced me I needed to make the change. No live notice on Discord. It's a bot that I think just like regularly looks at my status, so I think it's possible that it'll just be a few minutes late. Feel a lot more productive in the morning. Granted, I wake up on time. I do not. I am not a morning person. So I have often many cups of coffee while I'm streaming. But at the same time, despite not being a morning person, like I eventually just conditioned myself to waking up early. So now I literally cannot sleep in. So I figure if I'm not going to sleep in, I might as well edit this dumb video and then do that. And so that's how my mornings go. Basically, it started when I was working and also streaming, editing videos to where, like, it was the only time that I had free during the day. And so that's how it started. And then also, my first, like, big boy job was, like, in publishing, and it had a 7 a.m. start time, which, really gives you a lot of practice in waking up early. And waking up naturally at like 7 a.m., but then I'd do nothing all morning and then be too worn out to stream, I could definitely understand and see how that might be the case. Anything from E3 you're excited for? I have not been paying any attention to E3, to be honest with you. I'm trying to like schedule a time now that everybody's vaccinated. I'm trying to get some of my IRL friends to come visit, and so I want to get ahead on videos and YouTube content before that happens, so I've been like grinding a little extra hard on that. Easy Money Sniper 69 Leet, thank you for the 2 months. Roffle, play Annoying Tech Shaman. So what you're going to need to do is get yourself a time machine and go back to yesterday, where I did in fact play that. Alright folks, the deck is pure Dude Paladin. The goal of the deck is to make a bunch of dudes and buff them up with things like Balloon Merchant as well as Pursuit of Justice. We can generate additional dudes with Soldier's Caravan and cards like Muster for Battle, reducing the cost of Crystal Lion, and eventually pummeling our opponent in the face. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle. Did you run Secret Eater? I have far too much self-respect for that. Hey, Mr. Tax Collector, that reminds me, today is a day in which I have to pay taxes of the quarterly variety. I should probably do that before I forget. I meant to do that this morning, but I did not have time.
Uther versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
I don't like that Horseman Uther is always laughing at me. SMH my head. Knight, Carnival Barker, into Mustard. It's the dream, right? I could also use the Air Raid if the opponent develops a little bit too much. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to get the Barker to stick, am I? That said, at least I can go Air Raid into either Mustard or Barker Coin lost. What is the current state of Wild right now? It's like a solid. Sometimes it shifts more towards a gaseous state, but that's pretty rare, and it depends on what ranks you're playing at. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is this, so that I can kill the Aldor Attendant. That allows me to Carnival Barker coin Air Raid, which helps protect the Barker a little bit better.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, that might be an Oh My Yogg, but we can test with the coin anyway. Wow, that's so much better. 1 mana counter spell, am I right?
Come one, come all. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. To battle. For justice.
Unfortunately, I don't have enough. Like, I didn't have the board space, now I don't have enough mana for the Crystal Lion, but that's what next turn is for. Order? What order?
Wait to read this.
Reporting for duty.
Your order is here? Oh, finally. It's 5 mana, so that's 19. Not quite enough. I think I am just going to go ahead and send everything at the dome.
To battle. To battle. To battle. To battle. Having fun.
I am having fun. Thanks for asking. Not gonna lie, was not expecting to see a Spike Ridge Steed today. That was not on my bingo card.
Mount up. Having fun. Well played. To battle.
Well played. I'm still waiting to hear what my supposed mistake was. But I don't think it mattered. Is Lothraxion too slow for Odd Paladin? Probably in the current metagame, but like after the Stealer comes out and maybe more priests are in existence, it might change.
Uther versus Gul'dan. Your soul shall be mine. I will fight with honor.
Can we get a world first Soldier's Caravan here? Never before seen card. I think so. I might even coin it out. Look at that.
It's incoming.
Bet you'd never seen this before. Hey, Zero.
There is so much untapped power in this world.
Okay.
Keep 'em coming.
Coming. I haven't summoned them yet. I would have assumed that that worked retroactively, but it does not.
Mount up! The battle! The battle!
Do you think Gruul will ever come back to the meta? No. Because he was never there. So it's impossible for him to come back.
Back to your homes.
Reporting for charge! Reporting for job done. Out of my jungle!
I love that guy. I've missed you, Stonehill Defender.
You're so sweet.
I mean, that's kind of like the same thing, right? Effectively draws me a card. Here, we'll pretend like it
May the
is.
light grant you peace.
A lot of damage. Unfortunately, the timing is a little bit awkward, but I think I want to cash in on as much damage as possible here.
The battle!
That's why it was awkward.
The battle! Charge! The battle!
What is this deck? Strange Reno lock? I hope not. It's also possibly a treachery. Nice card. I'm assuming it is, in fact. This is why you don't run Ticketus and Reno lock.
I feel bad for you. Take charge for justice.
Also because the effect doesn't do anything in the majority of the matches. Like, not only did the effect not do anything, it had active anti-synergy with the good cards in the deck.
Uther versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I will
Not
fight
fun?
with honor.
I mean, I had lots of fun. Maybe you're just watching wrong.
Reinforcements incoming. Job done.
Sail the slimy deeps.
Okay. But Ticketus is good in 10% of matchups. You are way too generous.
Reporting for duty. Job's done.
I hope he sees this, though. Ticketus, that is. I mean, if they want to ping this, I'm fine for it.
Job's done.
What do you think of a ban list in Hearthstone? Each player can ban, let's say, 3 cards. You can't use those cards in your deck, but you won't... No. That sounds like a nightmare for... like, from an engineering standpoint for queuing up decks.
Excuse me. You
And-
are on fire.
Yeah, that just makes ladder needlessly complicated.
I feel
I think I gotta go face here because of fair game. Blighted, thank you for the 150 bits. Gotta appreciate that even when the collective IQ of Twitch chat is room temperature, you do your best to interact with them. I mean, you're far more generous than I was to Twitch chat's IQ because I believe I gave them an average of less than 20 last time I made an IQ joke. Seems fine in maybe a tournament setting, but like then what if you match up against then the opponent has to change their deck if you ban their cards? Like from a practical standpoint, I don't know how it works.
I wonder.
I think I just lose here, right?
May the light grant you peace. For justice.
Amazing.
At least we know it's not rigged fair game now. Second dose hit me way harder than the first, thankfully I'm back into, yeah. The second one was worse for me as well and for many people. But like, for me at least, it was like a 12-hour thing. Usopp. Thank you for the 12 months. Hey there, Roffle. Take my RNG for the next game and hope you have a wonderful day. Well, thank you. Appreciate the 13 months. I think I miscounted, or which lied to me. I didn't have a bad reaction to my second dose. Yeah, I mean, it's different for everybody. Is how I understand it.
Back to your homes.
Felt like a super minor flew to me for around 12 hours or so. I had a, yeah, I had about a headache and got chills briefly, as well as minor nausea, but that was about it. Anybody else have swollen armpit after the second dose? Was it your lymph nodes or just like your entire armpit? Now that said, I felt it might have just been the contrast, but I felt like superhuman the day after, where I was just like, oh, I am 100% better now. Now that said, we've lost this game, so there's that. Guy Grumpy. Thank you for the 18 months with Prime. 2 babies. Well, congratulations to us. Thank you so much. That is a long time. But anyway, it was worth it to no longer have to feel anxiety or anything when interacting with people again. There's a small lump that I feel could hurt a bunch. Yeah, that's I would imagine your lymph node is probably just reacting to the like immune system response. Misk Worker, thank you for the 5 months. Hello to you as well. And Trash Queen, thank you for the 165 bits. Really appreciate that. Superhuman feeling was probably the microchip, though. Yeah, I definitely did notice that my phone reception was much better afterwards, so could be related. Alright. I don't have a 1-drop, but like Crystal Lion against Priest seems good because it's resistant to some of the board clears. And I just want to get value off of this early.
On wings of destruction
Oh.
they come.
Not expecting that. Is it Inner Fire or just like regular old dragons? Imagine if you could be your own mobile cell tower. I mean, isn't that what the vaccination was all about?
Reinforcements incoming.
I don't think we ever got away from that Baron.
What is
Unfortunately. Yeah, I tell you, I really enjoyed State of Wild with Meowth after you joined. I'm happy to hear that. They had a good dynamic before I joined the show, and I was kind of concerned about. Still, am a little bit concerned that sometimes I, like, take away from time that they would be normally be speaking. Are you vegan, Roffle? No.
Keep 'em coming. Come one, come to the front lines.
That's unfortunate.
Back to your
I think it's just Reno Dragons, if I had to guess. Would the caravans be broken if the effect was end of turn? Almost certainly, yeah. Like we have historical precedent for that with something like Nat Pagel, where the difference between beginning of turn and end of turn is like everything. Just because of the like big end of turn is more immediately impactful. Like if you just think about it from this one's perspective, right? It's a 2-mana it's a 2-mana 3/5 that continues generating value. Some of the caravans are so weak, I don't think that all of them would be broken. Like which one wouldn't be? Do you have an example?
Reporting for duty.
Because I feel like all of them are also... Warlock? Warlock felt like the one that was going to be the strongest with that effect. That's immediate board development. Murlocs I could see, but then again, we have Nat Pagel as an example where like drawing the card is huge. Like 2-mana 1/3 that draws a card.
How unexpected.
Seems kind of bonkers to me. What about the priest one? I don't know what the priest one does. It draws a spell? I legitimately don't know. It draws an opponent's spell. Okay. Yeah, that's not great. But again, it's similar to the Tiny Fin one where it draws a card, right? 2-mana 1/3 draw a card. But like the fact that it's not from your own deck makes it worse. It's the second time that happened. The interaction between Cariel and Conviction is kind of a bummer. I maybe should just start holding it. Copies, not draws. Okay, that's even worse then. Or I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Right, you wouldn't want to get your opponent deeper into their deck, Craigism. I think I'd rather get the attack with this than a Crystal Lion right now.
One for you and one for you. The battle, the battle, the battle, the battle for justice.
But the Warlock one pulls a 1-drop from your deck, right? Like again, in a Zoo deck, I feel like that's not only drawing a card, but it's developing a minion. I feel like that's significantly better than being unplayable. Now, granted, all of the effects would probably be too slow, too weak for Wild, but like having it be end of turn would make them very, very strong. You'd probably have to reduce the stats on them. Like, you'd make them 1/2s maybe.
I wonder. It is finished. You win.
Opponent can't handle the bubbles. They lose flavor if you make them end of turn as well. Oh, because the theme is the start of your turn, the caravans arrive. Is that what's going on? Amuro, thank you for the 13 months. I don't know. I don't know that it necessarily takes that much away from the theme, but I just think that they would be probably too strong, especially in standard. They'd just be auto includes and auto mandatory build around cards.
Uther versus Nemzi.
Let's have some fun.
I will fight with
Even in standard, they're way too slow the way they are now. Yeah, but making them so that they get immediate value. Again, would you play a 2-mana 1/3 draw card in your deck? Would you play a 2-mana 1/3 to pull a 1-mana minion from your deck? Would, like, in this instance, would you play a 2-mana 3/5? Seems pretty strong. That has potential upside beyond that. I want to look for a 1-drop to play before the Pursuit of Justice, but I do want to get the Pursuit of Justice down early. What about increasing the stats, like +1 attack? Yeah. I don't know that the attack, like the point would be to make them stick, right? So, it would be more valuable probably to give them health than attack, but at the same time, like, I don't know, like it's more just that like the delayed action is really punishing, especially for like this one in the Warlock, because it's developing minions. Not only do you not always get those minions, but even when you do, because it's happening at the start of your turn, you don't actually get to attack with them, so it just kind of feels bad. Regardless, the point is the difference between beginning of turn and end of turn is massive for cards like that. So it certainly has the potential to change them from unplayable to broken. This is probably more important. I need aggression. New player. Thank you for the 8 months. Happy 8 months. Sorry, didn't get you anything fancy? Whoa. Well, this is awkward. I'm not sure what to do with this expensive ring I got you. So I'll just throw it away.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. For justice. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Having fun.
Maybe I should have traded just to play around Defile. That would have been the smart thing to do.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
The victory is yours.
Hey, congrats, Z Salt. Yeah, that was I played right into that. That should have been a free win. It would have been unlikely they could have developed a 1 and a 2 health minion, because I would have taken their 1 off the board. Stealer is banned tomorrow. Today is not yet the
Uther
patch.
I'm acting on instinct. I will fight with honor.
Double caravan? That seems way too strong.
We have turned
Aurora Cora. Thank you for the 14 months. Oh, The opponent can't even develop on one. That means we get to stick at least one caravan here.
Reinforcements incoming!
Hey, 8. Uh-oh.
Keep 'em coming!
Will you play Stealer today for goodbye's sakes? Absolutely not. No. Like, I'm not sure why I would want to play a deck that will not be able to be played tomorrow. Guy Grumpy, thank you for the gifted sub.
Reinforcements incoming! To the front lines!
Alright, double caravan. Seems good.
I'll show them! I'll show them all!
Ow.
Keep 'em coming! Keep 'em coming!
Board space.
To battle! To battle! To the front line! To the front lines! Job's done.
Seems good. Caravan was end of turn. It would essentially be a 2-mana 3/5 dude synergy. Yeah, that's what I said. That's, yeah. They're just difficult cards to balance is what it comes down to.
Aim for the wheels.
Yeah, I'd probably just like bump off the this caravan.
Keep 'em coming!
Great value.
To the front lines! Let the dead rest! To battle!
Gonna attack with this in case of wandering. Bummer.
May the light grant you peace. Mount up! To the front lines!
Got double conviction next turn. So I'm assuming they're just gonna take care of the caravan, right? Uh-oh. I mean, it's still 12 damage just from the convictions. It's 820, I'd be 1 off. Mustard would be GG, though. Because I'm assuming this is explosive.
Let the dead rest!
Not. Unfortunately, I can't play around pressure plate here. Because if I do, there's a chance that the conviction misses. Cool. Oh!
Charge!
There still is the chance.
Come one, come on!
In my head, it was always explosive trap there. But clearly that was not the case. I shouldn't be able to proc the frenzy on the river crack though, so. I guess that must be pack tactics. Or like one of the attack minions ones. Probably snakes. I think that pack tactics is much more common than snakes. Ow.
To arms, men! To battle!
Gotta prove my point here.
To battle!
Easy. I haven't noticed if I played 3 cards the turn that I convictioned, right? Because I played double conviction, then a 3-drop.
Uther versus Jaina!
You asked for it.
I will fight with honor.
I think turn 4 is too slow. Even though it gets me ahead later, I think I would rather start ahead of the opponent than allow myself to like try and or then keep a card that is good from playing from behind. English is my first language.
Reporting for duty.
The 3-mana corrupt card too slow, or was it a consideration? Yes, it's too slow, and yes, it was a consideration, but like some of my 4s and 5s that would actually corrupt it are cards that are looking to close out the game. So like it just doesn't really work with the speed that the deck wants to go at.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Neither does Loth the Raxian though, but
Reporting
people
for
would lose their minds if I didn't play him. Hey, Georgie.
An incredible discovery.
Oh, I just want to take the time to get this down. That's less important.
reporting
Go face first to play around Flame Ward, kill this, and then look to spike a Balloon Merchant next turn. They're going to trade off 1. I think the only thing I get beat by here is Flak Mage into a Lackey Secret.
We have many secrets.
Oh.
One for you and one for you.
I kind of figured that was explosive.
To battle. To battle. To battle. To battle.
I think I just go face here. Yeah, I kind of figured they'd make this trade, and then I just can use my hero to clean that off. If I had to guess, I'd say that's counterspell, right?
Let the light save you as it saved me. To battle. To battle.
You can get this countered. It's not very impactful because it's already kind of slow. That's fine. I'd rather just make a dude. It's a 2-mana 2/4 with Divine Shield.
For justice.
Tempo good. Haven't tested for a fair game yet, so things have to go face here.
To battle.
Excuse me, you.
I mean, all of their burst has gone into my minions so far. Also, they just killed a not dude. Well, I guess that's, you know, the only thing they could cleanly kill there.
Incredible discovery.
Easy game.
To battle! To battle!
Divine Favor worth in this deck? I mean, if I thought that would be the case, I would run it. So I feel like my take on the on that could be intuited.
Uther versus Uther! Your judgment begins. I will fight
Honestly, Pursuit of
hard.
Justice has felt kind of bad. I think Muster on 3 is just game winning, so I probably need to keep it. Maybe I just keep the Pursuit and see if it's good on turn 2 into a Mustard. I would really like to have a 1-drop. I think like this is only worth playing after a Carriel, it feels like, but we'll see. Like if it gave the buff to existing dudes, it would be a lot better.
None will survive.
But that is not how the card works, unfortunately. Okay.
Reporting for duty.
Her raid might just have to be better. Depending on how much they develop here. They don't develop at all, so I'm going to play the No.
You here for the tour?
Reporting for duty.
Alright.
To battle! To battle!
This feels kind of bad, but at least I took the dudes off the board, and at least they didn't get the Righteous Cause down, right?
You here for the tour?
Oh my god.
Reporting for duty.
Oh.
For justice. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Science Daddy, thank you for the 4 months. Thanks for all the great content. You're really nice. Dude. Thank you for that support.
May the light grant you peace.
Reporting for duty.
Duty. Fortunately, I don't get this down now. Could try and stick this. Or I could hold for next turn and go Barker into Air Raid. Means I get one less dude
For
if I do that. I think that's probably okay.
For duty.
Because that allows me to protect the Barker with the Air Raid. Welcome, Zom. Glad you're liking the podcast.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Can you stop killing my dudes?
Come one, come all! For justice.
I mean, I suppose I keep doing the same, but it's okay when I do it.
Come one, come all! Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
I lose. The opponent had the absolute nuts. Like, the fact that I was even able to remotely keep pace with them was impressive. They hit double Christology into double tour guide into righteous cause into carnival barker into muster. Like they had literally everything, and their deck is a stronger deck than mine.
Uther versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
I will fight with honor.
Kind of an awkward opener. I mean, muster is always good, but
Almost out of time. I greet you.
all right, chat. Living the dream here. It's not a very good dream. Living the nightmare here.
So many possibilities.
The opponent just gonna rope every turn?
A little agony goes a long way.
Well, I do not have an answer to that, so I'm just gonna play another one of these.
Extraordinary.
A little agony goes a long way.
Dear God.
For the tour?
It's like we're back to an unnerfed Dark Flare. So I think I lose this game. Eh, not yet.
For justice. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Good news is we are, in fact, reporting for duty.
You here for the tour?
Vile and Dark Glare, by the way.
Come one, come all. Reporting for justice. Reporting for duty. Job's done.
Gonna say no way they have Defile? I mean, they normally don't. If they... they normally don't. It's not one of the good cards in the deck. Exclamation point Tiger, yeah.
Uther versus
Oh god, it's the terrifying Rokara. Alright, just follow my curve, I guess.
Ours will be a glorious battle.
Well met.
Well met.
Light, grant you peace.
Sure, those are the cards I want right now. Well, if it's a slow warrior, these might be valuable, but I think I just want to develop all I can so that I can get Warhorse trainer value. Okay. At least we know what the deck is. So, not terribly slow, but they did get a slow start, so I think I can expend one of these just to make the air raid better. I also have the potential just to go Justice or Pursuit into air raid next turn.
By moon and spear.
I feel bad
For
for you.
justice.
I like swinging the board here. I mean, this is the purpose of the Lightforge Zealot in this deck.
We are friends.
We're friends now. Is it Reno Galacron? Guess I should have made some dudes.
For justice.
But it's not like, what, am I gonna learn my lesson? No. Hey, Envy.
I will act as your scale.
Huh?
Reporting for duty. To arms, men.
Have a couple arms.
I see
Bummer.
Duty call.
Duty.
Reporting for duty. To battle. To battle.
I kind of think it might be Reno, but I feel like I don't win if I trade into a Loth up there, do I? I don't know how they clear all of this board anyway. I just want to set up so that I can play the Conviction next turn.
Let's see.
We're gonna be rich. To battle. Duty call. To battle.
At least I don't need to play around a second Awaken, right?
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Still dead?
To battle. To battle.
These
To
are the
battle.
fights I
To
dream
battle.
of.
Well played. To battle.
Bam! What are we doing with this deck? Currently beating Reno Warrior.
thunder.
You give me strength.
I will fight with honor.
Just need early game. This counts. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 5. I know how to count. You ever play Demon Hunter? Yeah, I like Demon Hunter a lot. Twitch chat doesn't. Regardless of what type of Demon Hunter I'm playing.
Reporting for duty.
Reinforcements
The
incoming.
battle.
This might be my turn 5 now. I play all classes relatively evenly.
Mount up.
The battle. The battle.
What's the state of Shaman and Wild? It's one of the better classes right now. Has a variety of pretty strong decks at the moment. Fortunately, we didn't do a good job of making dudes this game, did we?
May the light grant you peace.
But we've got some damage at least. Given that we've seen Pain, I think it's probably Reno. But I'm gonna hold the coin here, I think. I haven't hit any of my dude generators, have I? Okay, I need those 2 to hit. No, not those 2. Oh my god. Ah.
Back to your homes.
Reporting for duty.
I didn't draw any of my dude generators after turn 1, did I? At least I can give these minions, like, double, potentially even triple Divine Shield. Definitely appears to be Reno.
At last.
I'm thinking it's Reno, chat. Not sure yet, but I suspect it might be. Oh my god, we finally did it.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. To arms, men! For justice.
Is this going to be just in time for the Psychic Scream?
The battle.
I ain't talking.
To arms, men!
At least I also got a free Dirty Rat out of that.
Come one, come all!
I think it's Oneer. Don't know what that means.
Justice. This is not what we stood for.
Whoops.
Reporting for duty. One for you and one for the battle.
Fortunately, this hits the Reno, right? So they just get Reno down this turn. I've got multiple turns that I need to set up, so I need to try and extend out my cards as best as I can.
We're gonna be rich.
I hope you like my invention.
It's fine. I'm not dealing with the Reno anyway, so.
Reporting for duty.
Justice.
One for you and one for you.
I don't want to play the Conviction this turn. The damage doesn't matter, I need to win in a single turn regardless, and I don't want to make these too large so that they get taken off by an Anduin here. I miss Day at the Fair in this deck?
Power is what you seek.
I don't.
Knowledge is what I provide.
I hope you like my invention.
Should be out of AoE. I don't know if they can... Okay. It's 9 damage. I need something else to buff up my dudes. They can't buff again, because the Anduin's coming down for sure next turn.
None left. Reporting for duty. None left. The battle. The battle. The battle.
They played Breath, Lash, Hysteria, Mass Hysteria, Psychic Scream. They played all of their AoE, right?
What is Elun's will?
Unity. Precision. Perfection.
Count.
This is not what we stood for.
Oh my god.
The battle. The battle.
I don't want to play this because it messes up the Conviction.
Reporting for duty. None left. None left.
Should I try and force the Reno here?
None left. The battle.
They Reno, they don't Anduin, right?
We're gonna be rich.
They've got 18 showing. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 9, 18, plus 8, 26. I can't go in on both the Conviction and the Quartermaster this turn.
Let me.
Reporting for duty. To arms, men!
This dies. Does this do anything?
The battle!
Gives them additional draws. Maybe with a Penance it does something, right? I think I'd rather protect the Divine Shield. And then we just hold.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Oh my god, they've had everything. I mean, to be fair, they only have 5 cards left, so that makes sense, but... Has the priest screamed yet? They played literally every AoE in existence.
Reinforcements incoming! Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
This could mess up the Conviction, but, like, I just need to develop. And hope to hit a, Can't possibly... How many spells do you have left? Why?
Surrender your will to Cabal.
I can't let that hit me because that's Penance, I think. Yeah. Unfortunate. God, the timing of these draws is really brutal. I go face, right? I can let that hit me because I can't Anduin and kill me on the same turn, right? If they Anduin, they lose the Raza. They didn't even attack with it. It's a pretty big blunder.
Reporting for duty. Mount up! The battle!
It's actually a good time to draw that now because they don't die to the Anduin. The opponent can only get 2 pings with the spawn, so unless they have a lot of healing, I don't see how they close this out. I think we just ran them out of resources. Bedward Rune, that's not a card in their deck. Like, now we can just put them to... Yeah, they can't ping with... You're just gonna die to fatigue? What is going on? You can't ping again. I think... Ben? I think they needed to Divine Shield my own minion, but I guess then they wouldn't have been able to clear, so it's kind of a lose-lose. But, like, missing the attack with the Raza was super punishing.
with honor.
1, 2. Okay. Crystal Line is pretty good into Seeker Mage, right?
Reporting for duty.
An incredible discovery.
I mean, honestly, the great thing about the Soldier's Caravan is it might bait out a trade ping, which is
The battle.
just fine by me because they're not developing, and then I get to slam a Warhorse Trainer and clean off the... Okay. Well, now I just get to develop, right?
Keep 'em coming.
Does this deck have a draw problem? No.
Mount up.
At least not yet.
The battle. To the front line. The battle.
I want to play this when I sniff out a an Explosive Rinse. I mean, the deck is, like, winning. So. Was winning. That's GG. I don't think I beat that in any scenario.
The victory is yours.
But, like, not every deck needs card draw. And this deck does have some amount of card draw in the Knight of Anointment. But it's not a deck that... I mean, it just... My earlier statement stands. Not every deck needs card draw. This is a deck that does not need card draw. We literally just out-resourced a Reno Priest. I don't know what more evidence we need.
Uther versus Morgul.
I will fight with honor.
ST, thank you for the 2 months. I don't really think that... I think Lightforge Zealot might be a better turn 3 than the Carnival Barker. Hey, Devin. It's because we kind of assume that it's Murlocs, right? So getting ahead early is probably ideal. Like full kept.
Reinforcements incoming.
Alright. I mean, opponent decided to have one less card in their opening hand. Thanks.
Keep 'em coming. To the front lines.
They need Flare Goal to be able to deal with this. Flare Goal into 1-drop. That's good, but manageable, I think.
Keep 'em coming.
Especially with that draw. This draw was really important because I can't leave the Lushwater Scout up.
To battle. To the front line. To battle.
It's a bummer, but I've got the Zealot to deal with it at least. think I'd rather play that the Carriel next turn with the Knight, though.
For justice.
Opponent only has one card left. But that's only gonna be the case for a little longer. Annoying.
May the light grant you peace.
For the Alliance and my family, I fight.
For justice.
Alright, Megafin probably comes down this coming turn. I already got the value off of that I needed. And they're not playing the Megafin, so very happy about that.
May the light grant you peace.
Let the dead
Alright.
rest.
Could be good from here. Unless they generate another Flurgle off of the Megafin. I have 612. Twelve, 19. Am I there? I only have one dude, so probably not, right?
Let me think.
That said, I think I still cash in on this, right?
Reporting for duty. One for you and one for you.
Let the dead rest.
To battle.
Having fun. I must move quickly.
Might have been a good card. Fine. Fine, I'm just conceding like the board from here. That's a big oof. That Lushwater Scout probably just lost me the game.
Let me think.
Zoomal, thank you for these 7 months. Does Roffle ever grow a beard? Not very effectively, no. I have too many things that I need to kill this turn. I think I just lose from here. I whiffed on my follow-up draws.
Let me think.
I could try to put them in range of the weapon, but I can't even do that effectively.
I must move quickly.
Let the light save you as it saved me. Reporting for duty.
Like, all three of these are really terrifying. I think I have to kill this. Because otherwise, like, that just farms me, but... Rip life total? I mean, why? In what world would the opponent go face here? Wait, the Lush Water wasn't even generated. They just played it in the wrong order. I shouldn't have a board at all. Guess we found the world in which the opponent went face, but... I think Lush Water was from the Angler. Unless Deck Tracker is lying to me, it was not. I thought so too, but then it was not, because I checked the Deck Tracker, because I have the information in front of me. It wasn't generated? Yeah, it was from their deck. Wanted angler value? That was, like, they had a full hand, yeah. They didn't need additional value. They needed to not... Or I shouldn't have had a board on that last turn. Is the reality of it.
Uther versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine. I will fight with honor.
Playing a Murloc deck, of course, they went face. That's not... That's how you play a Murloc deck incorrectly. I think I'm just going to concede the Steeler Warlocks. It's dead tomorrow anyway, so I don't really want to play this out.
Victory is yours.
Glad the banned Steeler, even if nerf could have been better. I don't think a nerf could have been better, though.
Uther.
Your judgment begins. I will
There's a
fight with
joke generalizing the players of those decks, Lamau. Yeah, but jokes are funny and need to have some element of truth to them in order to be funny. So. One, two, three. You're welcome, Summit. Yeah, please don't high roll me. Oh no.
May the light grant you peace.
I think I have to play this over the Barker, even though I would rather get the Barker down.
reporting for duty.
Because if they have like a Mustard or even just a 1-drop hero power, they complete the quest and they'll be able to trade into this cleanly even after I take this trade. So the Steward is the one that is more likely to survive. I could also just Mustard and take them off the board completely. Then I don't really have much of a chance against the inevitable 2/2s, right? So I think I just do this.
for the tour?
No.
Reporting for duty.
I lose.
Reporting for duty.
The victory is
Oh, they got the broom and the tour guide. Unbelievable. Ugh. That is the second time that I've just been absolutely nut drawn against that deck.
Uther versus Tyrande.
You will give me strength.
I will fight with honor.
Just draw better for it. I don't think there's literally a sequence of draws in my deck that would beat that opponent's draw. Like, their deck is stronger than mine, and the nut draw is, like, not something that's beatable for me. I'm gonna keep the Barker. Even though I would like to find something for turn 2. This potentially gets me Pursuit of Justice, which could be good into Priest.
May the light grant you
Cool.
peace.
Let the dead rest.
I'm leaning towards playing the Steward first, because it feels like the first one's likely to just die, right? I might as well accept that.
back to your homes.
Let the dead rest.
Isn't your deck kind of bad? No? Maybe if you're just joining and you missed all the games I was winning. But, like, just because I'm on a downturn doesn't mean the deck is bad. Kind of rude, though. Irritating. But maybe that's what you were going for. Let's get Double Pursuit in play. And hope that they don't have Shadow Essence next turn. Well, they're not going to have Shadow Essence next turn. Unfortunately, I don't have any dude generators, so we're kind of slow on the Quartermaster.
Let the dead rest. Job done.
Just seems kind of slow. I've won games on turn 5. Faster than that, even. Like, it's drawing slow right now, but that's probably to our benefit against Priest.
At last, a worthy disciple.
Fine. Fortunately, I'm going to lose my board, aren't I? There's no way around it. Unless I just get the hard read that they got the 4 AoE.
For the Alliance and my family.
Battle. Reporting for duty. The battle.
Let the dead rest.
I think I need to protect the Divine Shield.
Hey, loser!
I think I'd go face here because even if they have the AoE pot, they have to trade in there and it still doesn't clear. So
Turn to get ready.
I feel like people would go for 5 too often. I feel like one pot is probably better and more reliable in this situation, but I don't know what their options were. Okay, well, now I just get blown out by it. Could have prevented that, but this is just not a good matchup, unfortunately.
I feel bad for you. It's for justice. Reporting for duty.
I think I gotta take that trade. Can't let them draw more cards. Because Reno is going to be tough to beat. That was all of their AoE. Like, Breath is brutal here. Does deck run a Sunkeeper Tarum? It's not. I have the potential to do so. Like, Sunkeeper Tarum oftentimes makes the stats worse. But in general, if I thought a good card were good, I would run it. 6, 7, 8. So 8 from hand, 19 they're dead. Oof.
Mount up. Mount up. To battle. For justice.
Alright. Gonna take a quick... Did one more with Quartermaster since you had 2 extra floating? Oh, right. But Exacties is so satisfying though, isn't it? Alright, BRB. All right, folks. Whoa. I almost knocked the mic off the stand. All right, folks. The deck is Even Lock. The goal of the deck is to use your hero power early and often to get to reduced cost giants. Give them taunt with something like Sun Fury Protector or Faceless Shambler, and eventually start sending them upstairs. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle. I forgot my water. BRB.
Off versus Hamul!
Nature seeks balance in all things. I feel your roots in the deep, awakening the nightmare.
Alright, I feel like I gotta keep the Defile and the Homunculus for, this is a slower giant to get online. Defile and Homunculus for, aggro, Cult Neophyte for Celestial.
May the wind
Roffle, have you never played in any tournaments? I haven't never played in any
We have
tournaments,
turned
in
our
fact.
curse into our strength.
So, I have in fact played in tournaments. Looks like alignment. I want to play this going into their 7 mana turn if I can. Ideally with some giants online. Oh, it's Jade. Well, that's a good thing. Why is it that odd makes your hero power even, while even gives you an odd hero power? Because that helps fill out your curve. In both cases. I think I can give that away now since it looks like Jade Druid. Makes me take 5. Want to try and get this down early. All right. I don't want to extend too far because of poison seeds. Next turn I can go Flesh Giant into Faceless.
The circle of life is over.
Or I can get this 8 to face. Got a Raise Dead, so even if I do get Poison Seeds, there's a decent chance I'll get one of these back. I would rather it be the Flesh Giant at this stage, since the Molten is no longer all that playable here. Woo! Oof.
Shields up.
Muzzle their magic.
Oh, there goes my board. Okay, that's a relatively early shuffle. It looks like they're probably setting up for a UI this turn, so this is actually a pretty good draw. Because I do not want them to play UI here.
Muzzle their magic.
I think I do have to play this over the Molten Giant, just because then they can't trade into the Neophyte. Okay. That only confirms my suspicion that they're trying to set up a UI. Woo! There we go. Incoming seeds. We've already seen one, and they've been telegraphing a UI setup this whole game, so. Easy. This is the same energy that Darkest Hour Warlock. Yes, except it's absolutely nothing like it.
There's off versus Maiev.
None can escape my fury.
All eyes
Reform Warlock equals infinite content? Not in my experience. No matter what the deck is or what the card is, people get tired of it. I don't think I need double Hooked Reaver. These two seem pretty good. I just want, like, if this is Kingsbane, I just want to stick multiple taunts, so maybe the Hooked Reaver is good, and I'll keep it.
We have turned our curse.
Never get tired of the Yogs? I mean, that is not what the YouTube comments have said in the last videos where I played Yogg. In fact, they said the exact opposite in that, hey, Roffle, I'm tired of all these Yogg videos. So, that has not been my experience. The reality is that no matter what deck I play, there's going to be people that don't like it, so I just try and play decks that I find interesting. Can this beat Secret Mage? I'm sure it can. Depends on how good of a start we get. And how much burst they have.
Blood and plunder.
Hey, Roffle, what type of Dark Glare is this? Great question. I'm tired of all my Twitch streamers going to Battlegrounds. Please don't. Well, I don't know how to break this to you, but those streamers don't and never belonged to you. So, they are in fact free to do as they choose.
Muzzle their magic.
As am I. If the implication wasn't clear. Might have taken a little bit too much damage here. But the opponent doesn't have a Kingsbane down. It might not actually even be a Kingsbane deck. Could be just aggro rogue. I think I tap here. Dangerous, but worth. Not with that draw. I needed to try and find a Sunfear Protector or a Faceless Shambler, I think. I think it's just aggro Scimitar. Could be. That looks like a Nitro Boost oil, though, so maybe not. Or Nitro Boost Poison. Yeah.
Give me that. Look what I
I can't go to 4 here as much as I want to.
Infinite truths.
don't like this line. Leroy? That's not in the deck, nor is it lethal. So, feel pretty safe. Oh. Alright. Double big taunt? No. Make stats here. I should have set up a 2-turn. Is why I didn't like that line, but I took the cowardly line. Raise Dead Giant and Shield Up could have been good though. I didn't want to go to 4, which is what I said. The reason I didn't want to go to 4 is because of Abyss and Wicked Step. 4 is a really poor break point to be at against Rogue. Okay, so it is probably Kingsbane. Oh, is it in hand? That's why I didn't want to go to 4.
Glory! I'm here for the gold.
Ooh.
Well played.
But also, like, not setting up a 2-turn lethal is a risk in and of itself because, like, I gave the opponent an extra turn there, so there was kind of a trade-off. But the Raised Dead was 100% not the play, right? Because of the threat of Eviscerate or Wicked Stab.
Is off versus the Thunder King! I am the slayer of kings and gods.
Servant
On the coin, this is a good keep.
your time has come.
I don't think I've heard that voice line, have I? I don't know. Even the Giant seems alright against Shaman. It's a decent hand. I can always coin a one of these 2s if they develop a high impact Murloc. Yeah. Turn 3 Giant. Seems good. Devolves are hilariously bad against Giants, yeah. Hopefully they don't have a Hagatha Scheme in their hand from the beginning of this game. Another card that's hilariously bad into Giants is Ancestor's Call, but I'm about to get rid of one of my Giants, so. Will you make a Darkest Hour deck sometime? No. Probably not. I don't think it's reliable. Wait, it is Murlocs? People play Ancestor's Call without Malygos? Yeah, and Big Shaman. I don't want to heal up too much right now. I don't think one Murloc is all that threatening. I want to get this down and then heal up and play the Flesh Giant. Maybe a Slight Punish? But, like, I don't need this Mountain Giant to stick. I really don't want to heal right now, but I do have the Abyssal Summoner next turn, and this gets me a free 8/8 while clearing one of their biggest threats. There's a lot of trade. I think with the like slow speed at which they got for their start, I don't think they had a choice. Can't feel good, but neither can that.
Who's up for an adventure?
I need a defile.
Reporting for duty.
It said defile, not gun. Might need to clear that. This seems good. Every fin would be a bummer. Still manageable though. Should have tapped sooner. Protect the tiny fin at all costs. We should be good from here. One card isn't going to be all that concerning.
Reporting for duty.
Alright. Gets me up to 8 cards, which wouldn't quite make this playable, would it? So, I think it's just tap and summoner. That would have been nice this turn.
Look what I brought!
Victory is yours this time.
Pretty good. Shaman.
Fear the coming storm.
All eyes shall be opened.
I feel like this is a good hand against Shaman. What are your thoughts on the new class? I feel like it's bait because it doesn't make sense and it's the second time you asked, but I guess I just fell for it.
We have turned our curse into our strength.
Demon Hunter, it just came out like a year ago. Doesn't it look like Murloc Shaman? I think it's just a troll attempt, guys. Move on. Mountain Giant? Unlucky. Oh my god. Let's take some damage. Shaman is my favorite new class. I'm glad they added it to the game. I mean, it's always been a class in Wild, though. Like, it's one of the best classes before the mini set, and it only got better. Oh god. Until they play Dirty Rat without a follow-up. That tends to make it a bit worse. Alright. Soon I will be able to get the Flesh Giant down, but I don't want to heal up right now.
I will act as your scale.
Coin Abyssal. It always kind of feels bad, right? Could always trade Giant Neophyte.
Infinite truths.
Neophyte tap Giant. Yeah, I like that this gets me a tap.
Muzzle their magic.
That change anything? Yes. Cool. So apparently this Galakron Shaman with the Dirty Rats is performing extraordinarily well on HS replay, so I think there's been a lot of this list floating around. Neat. It's tempting to play this, but I don't know what I'm locking them out of at the moment. And I don't think I need to play the second Raise Dead into, like, when...
Never be afraid of your inner power.
You know, I shouldn't be able to get enough burst here. Does the Shaman run burst? They shouldn't, but, like, Fireheart might be able to help get it there. $15.23, you're dead. Pretty good. Double crackle GG. Unfortunately, unlike Twitch chat, the opponent doesn't have infinite mana. So I feel like we were pretty safe there. And the deck's not the deck's just not running crackle. Imagine cryostasis without Murabi. I mean, they didn't put the card in their deck, it just got generated. Priest is generally a terrible, terrible matchup for this deck.
All eyes shall be
Because their removal obliterates me, so I think I need something faster than this.
We have turned our curse into our strength.
Okay, well, if I can take some damage, we'll be in business.
Good day to you.
Welcome,
Good day to you.
devoted chosen.
Here's a question: how much variance do you see among decks in Wild? Are there off-meta cards often and folks experimenting, or are opponents cookie cutter? It really depends on what ranks you're playing at and what time of the season it is. Like, generally there's a lot of variety. Especially at the ranks that I prefer to play at, but there are times where that's not the case. Because people do often like winning games. A good hit at least. Fills out my curve, gets me closer to the Molten Giants. Doesn't look like Dude Paladin. Well, I'm playing Warlock. My hero power costs 1 mana. I have faith that you can maybe sort it out. Is this deck better than Dark Glare? No, but I don't think any deck is better than Dark Glare. So. Point Essence. Face! Bummer. I think we just play Rag Roulette here. Like, as soon as one of these rag shots hits me in the face, I get double Molten Giant down, plus probably a Flesh Giant. Speaking of Dark Glare, do you plan to do a video on it? I did when it first came out, but, like, I don't know, people see Dark Glare enough, I feel like. I don't know how interesting a video on it would be. I have Homunculus and Molten Giant in here. Or Mountain Giant. So I get 2 giants, right? Because the second one will cost 3. Oh, I missed. Brutal. I should have played this Raise Dead instead. That clearly had the Mountain Giant in it. Man, we would have been really good spot. Double res. Not even using diamond rag. SMH my head. Gotta set up a 2-turn here. This will get me a giant, right? Flush giant, please. Thank you. How do you win here? By setting the opponent's life total to 0. Could have considered a tap, but I don't know if I need the health right now. Scream is fine. Not with that draw. Pretty good with that draw, though. I think I have to play the Homunculus here. It doesn't change the rag breakpoints, and it gives me the potential to go 16 if they don't heal. Get 16 to 18, 21 with Dark Bomb.
I must consider.
Critically, that makes their mass res a lot worse too, because they've only had 2 rags die, right? The first one off of the Shadow Essence, they screamed 1 into my deck, and then the other one that I had to kill. All right, hit me in the face. Bummer. I don't know if I can tap here, or at least not without killing it. So. 4, 8, yeah, I have enough mana to tap. Glad I did. I wonder if Ragnaros is the only minion in their deck. Oh no. Wait, I should get at least 1, right? Alright. Gotta draw some cards still. Oh my god, not that one. It's gonna be close. I'm eventually going to get to a point where I have to take a risk on the rag shots. Jeez. I mean, I did take 3 cards at least. I have no choice but to tap. My cards don't do enough. And I'm just at risk of dying to a mass res. they need a res effect off of that. I don't think a clear is going to be... Well, a clear is probably good enough, but they can't play a scream this turn at least. Alright. 1 and 4. I mean, I was about to say effectively a 50-50 because if they hit the flesh giant, it's pretty much the same thing, but 4, 8, I can't attempt to dodge rag shot, so I gotta just get out of the 8 range and I mean, honestly, drawing the rag that they shuffled in would be fantastic, right? Because it's like 8 charge damage. Good to have, but not here. So I've got 10, 14, 17, 18, 19. I need this, and it's just another target for rag. I don't know what this last card is. But, like, I'm really concerned about the inevitable mass res top deck. Alright, Ragnaros off the top. Seems like their last card is a copy minion card, probably gift. I feel like they would have played it on the resurrect turn though, right? Okay. Flash. Alright, rag off the top. The dream. Okay, I've got another draw for it. Oh! Whew. I mean, I had 5 cards left in my deck. Oh my god, it actually was Mom. Oh, that was a rough one. Everyone says hi from over there. Well, tell him hello as well, and GG. Jeez. I'm mostly surprised it's Mom because the rag shots didn't snipe me and hit me in the face to win the game. So.
I will fight with honor.
All eyes shall be opened.
I feel like Defile in a matchup against Paladin is pretty good.
None will survive.
We have turned our curse into our strength.
In general, as long as I don't get wrecked too hard by Omayog, this should be a fine matchup.
Reporting for duty.
A Bunculus is better than a Defile here. Defile gets much better, so. That can't feel good. Or at least it shouldn't feel good. Going to deny the mustard here, I hope.
Reporting for duty.
What am I looking for here? Probably not that. I'll take a dude off the board here. I'm probably going in mega hard next turn with like Shadow Bolt. I want to take some damage here so that I can get these online and slam a taunt behind it.
Reporting for duty.
Could also just file this. I only take 5 from this. That's, well, actually. Leroy is their max damage. And that doesn't kill me, it leaves me at 1. Still need a broom.
Reporting for duty.
I could slam face, dark bomb that. I definitely want to take the 8, right? Actually, I should probably or drain soul that rather than dark bomb it, right? I feel like I'm not developing enough, though, is the problem. But this is 6. Leroy Conviction, they've already played 1 Conviction. Leroy Conviction is, what, 9 damage? 10? So they can't even play the Conviction if I double these up. This gives me some top decks for lethal, but doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Reporting for duty.
Infinite truths. Is close at hand.
I'm really afraid of Broom. But I think I need to go face to set up lethal. They can't attack into any of these minions with their weapon, or they lose to the Dark Bomb, is what this sets up.
I wonder.
we getting there?
To arms, men!
That's not gonna do it. Especially not in that order.
Reporting for duty.
Not even close. See, I was at 11. %600 win rate. BM? Well, it's okay to be sensitive. It's 2021. People will accept you for not being able to tolerate a single spell being played. But why no Hellfire? Because I've won 6 games in a row and the deck's doing fine. I don't think that Hellfire is a good card is why.
I am the slayer of kings and gods.
Shaman probably necessitates a
Your time has come.
against a Shaman. Nella, thank you for the 17 months. How time flies, can't believe it's been 17 months of Roffle content goodness. Well, thank you for that support. Alright, probably just keep the defensive stuff against Shaman. They've got Murlocs. Got even Shaman.
We have turned our curse into our strength.
Haven't seen an odd Shaman in a while. Might need to coin a Dark Bomb for that because it is mega spook. And by Dark Bomb I mean the one that makes me take damage. So that I can get to this sooner. Like, it's potentially a punt, but they don't have 4 health Murloc, so there's no reason to keep the more expensive, or the other one. Alright. 3 is the breakpoint that matters. Yep. Eventually that will be good into Defile, but unfortunately not this turn. I don't actually think I want to remove this. I want to take the damage for the Molten and the Hooked Reaver. Technically Crab Rider. I mean, Crab Rider's not really a legitimate threat anymore. Alright. I am in danger. Sets up for Defile next turn. As long as they don't hit Healing Totem or another buff.
Perplexing.
Honestly, not the end of the world, I don't think. Probably can't tap from here, though. Dead. Double buff was difficult to beat. Neil is a high legend classic player. I have no idea who or what you're talking about.
Roffle versus Maiev.
None can escape my fury.
All eyes shall be opened.
Opponents are good against Rogue. The Murloc Shaman, I have streamer mode engaged. I can't see who my opponents are.
We have turned our curse into our strength.
Give me that. Not what I want.
I gotta go here, set up a bit of a roadblock.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Muzzle their magic.
Find wife. Alright, opponent appears to be the aggressor here. But... I think I need to take that off the board. Just because I was kind of concerned about like a sassy captain, maybe? Maybe it wasn't worth, but... Arena Rogue, probably? That's not a bad call. Wait for me! That is unfortunate.
I'm looking for a few good mercenaries.
I'll see you later, Blob. Thanks for hanging out.
Wait for me!
Wouldn't mind a defile right now. Said I wouldn't mind a defile right now. 2 mana 8/8 seems okay.
What makes something real?
Wouldn't mind a defile right now. Wow, those are both kind of bad for it, aren't they? $14 damage, so I do have to take them off the board just so that I don't get sapped. Arena Rogues don't usually run sap. I mean, the thing about Arena deck is it has the flexibility to like because it's running 30 unique cards, they tend to vary from person to person, deck to deck. So I feel like even if it's not common, I still have to play around it. Because it is a tempo deck and it's a very good tempo card. Those are not good for the opponent.
Quickly.
Hey, there's the Defile. I mean, I still just have to take it, right? I was honestly not expecting to see damage through here. Am I tapping? If so, why? Because I have a Mountain Giant in hand. Wicked Stab of Vis kills me if I tap, so I don't tap. Hey, welcome, Myth. Hope you had a good day. Leroy incoming? But, like, Leroy doesn't do anything? Except die to my board? Chat always says Leroy incoming when people, first of all, aren't running Leroy right now, and second of all, like, the context doesn't make sense. This is a pretty good time for a Reno from them, if they have it. So it's kind of a soft check for Reno.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Care to make a wager, friend?
Not Reno, but oh god, no, no, come on! I mean, I've been dodging it for several turns already. Is that evasion? I mean, I suppose it has to be evasion, right? Nope. Okay. I was really tempted to kill the Sneeds just because I wanted to see what was inside, but there are outcomes that make me lose the game, so... Plus, we learned last game that chat's hypersensitive, and will complain about BM. What outcomes lost the game? Both comes to mind. Mal'Ganis. A non-zero number. Noggin Fogger, yeah. The Ogre as well.
Knowledge is power.
All eyes shall be opened.
Chat's always sensitive, that's our secret? Yeah, but at the same time, they're always telling me that I should get thicker skin. 5/9 untargetable? No, that wouldn't do anything because I would have a Dark Bomb to go face. Alright, somebody earlier asked about the Secret Mage matchup. Let's test it. feel like Molten Giant is going to be an important component to this matchup, because I am taking some damage.
Turned our curse into our strength.
I can't wait for the mountain. I just need to develop so that I can match their boards. It's probably going too bad for you. I feel like it's fairly winnable. I spike my big turns prior to their like around turn 5 or so, right? And they can only hit me with a single fireball at that time. I know I say this just about every stream, but contrary to popular belief, Secret Mage is not a face deck, and the fact that they're not developing here is going to leave them massively, massively behind. So, feels like I've got a good chance with this opener, or lack thereof on their side. I think Counterspell is probably one of the more punishing secrets for me, just because I'm likely going to need to like spike a Spellstone after I hit the Molten Giant.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, it's not even Secret Mage. I do not want to play that. Brutal. I can get this down next turn at least.
Your power, limitless.
I'm very close to being able to play both of these on the turn. Could take that off the board, which seems wise.
Job's done.
Ramps my Spellstone. The cost reduction here doesn't really matter, but it does also get me closer to Molten.
I see.
Am I afraid of dying here? To answer my question, no, I am not. Opponent's win condition is Mordresh. I'm aware, but I don't know that I'm concerned about that. I want to end the game before before turn 10. Even Hero Power Mage. This gets me to 2. I want to be able to play this, so I'm just going to hold for the Molten Giant next turn.
potions, you need to chill out.
Pretty good. Zeph is not it. I'm gonna hold the Molten here, I think. Where I could tap. I don't think I want that getting bounced, do I? Maybe I should have killed this for the Zeph. I could have, I should have played the Drain Soul and the Spellstone. I didn't need to develop this hard.
Observe and reflect.
Zeph Shadow Word Rune. Yeah, I think that's the only outcome. So they're probably fishing for it off of that. The problem with Zeph Shadow Word Rune is they get 2 copies of it. Brutal. Alright, I gotta pace out my resources better now because I left the brand on board. And I overextended. I missed a tap here. I'm just tilted. This should be an 8-8, but I don't think it matters.
We're gonna be rich.
You here for the tour?
Alright, probably need to kill the brand this turn to play around double Mordresh. God, I think I just lose from here. Not bad. I'm running low on giants though. We're at 1 health if they Mordresh. Mordresh shouldn't be active now at least. You haven't been watching the game since the beginning then. And now Mordresh kills me, so I need to remove their stuff. Or at least the Ronald. They played Daring Fire Eater, Arcane Amplifier. Like, there's no... They've had the Wildfire on board. There's no way the Mordresh isn't online.
Your bones will be added to the pile.
Bummer. Solia, their owner, generated. It was in their deck. I think the turn I lost was going into the Zeph turn. Obviously, they got kind of lucky to draw it, but like I could have prevented it. Or I could have made it less impactful. Because I didn't need to extend as hard as I did. I should have put at most 32 damage worth of giants on the board.
Nazar versus Arthas. For Lordaeron.
Your future unwinds, Prince. Your curse will open the way.
Hey, Nazoth. Go easy on him. Hey. I was looking hard for a raised, or not a raised dead, a defile, but like the raised dead plus the flesh giant should be pretty good.
We have turned our curse into our strength.
Not even odd, Paladin. SMH my head. I'm not going to overreact to a single Murloc here, especially when I can get a turn 3 giant.
Which path to choose?
I don't care, just pick one.
I must act now.
What would Uther do?
Good draw as well. I would like to find a Sun Fury Protector, though. Just get a turn 3 giant, and we should be set. Never a Defile when you need it. Defile is probably less good in this matchup, or certainly in this situation, but like we've got time to find it. I would rather
Uther do?
just kind of set up big minions into their stuff. That's concerning, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get through a Molten Giant or Mountain Giant with that. Unless they picked Repentance there, which honestly wouldn't have been that bad of a choice given that, I mean, most people expect big giants from Warlock. Or even Warlock in particular. Poisonous would be a bummer. Well, now Defile would be phenomenal. I think I have to test for Omayog here.
Tell me what to do! Muzzle their magic!
You made a new updated version of Reno Lock recently. I have not. I don't think it's really gained much. Oh, they're trying to... What? Oh. Just gonna go ahead and move on. Shouldn't be able to kill me from here, right? Zero Sky, thank you for the 14 months. It's like max damage is not that high with it. Oh, I guess it's no. It doesn't do it. That doesn't do it. I feel like this giant shouldn't be on the board, but I don't think it's going to matter. I'm a little bit short here. I think it's probably just better to do this.
The battle is over.
I think even with a without that awkward trade turn, I think they still would have been in a real bad spot there. All right, I think I'm gonna call it there. I've got some editing to catch up on. I'm gonna do that, and I've also got to pay some taxes, so wish me luck there. I will see you on Thursday with the new No Stealer of Souls metagame. So, thanks for hanging out. We have a great afternoon. I'm just gonna let AutoHost do its thing, so and get some stuff done. But thanks for watching, everyone. See you in a couple days. Hope you enjoy the patch tomorrow.